Well, folks, it's Groundhog Day all over again. I thought it might end up like this, and it has. I woke up this morning, and even though yesterday I got myself up to 104 deliveries, it wasn't enough. And this morning, actually I saw it last night in the middle of the night, I was down to 99 deliveries and back to gold. So today we start at 99 out of 100 in our last 30 days. Last night in the night, I was able to find a schedule block, and so I have my regular planned 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock that I would normally do on a civilized day. And I was able to secure it as a scheduled block. So it's going to start in 20 minutes. And so I'm going to get some gas and I'm going to get into the downtown area and turn on the DoorDash. Hopefully get that one delivery pretty quick. See how I feel after that, whether I want to dedicate myself to stacking more DoorDashes or if just going back to multi-apping makes more sense, since at least for tonight I was able to, or at least for today I was able to schedule last night. So if that's all it takes is paying attention to the schedule and setting myself up, then maybe I'll see. Anyway, let's have a good day today on Dave Dash TV. Rack up some DoorDashes, make a little money, have some fun in this gig economy, especially as somebody who's just getting a start out there. That might be you. And yesterday I tested out the GTS windscreen without the extension on it, and I think I forgot to turn my microphone on, so all that footage was pretty much garbage. So today's also about testing the sound levels with the lower screen. Should be alright. Shouldn't be any worse than it was with the screen I had on before. Alright, I'm gonna go get some gas. Want to be on time for my scheduled block, like a little DoorDash employee here on Dave Dash TV. 15 minutes early for my scheduled block. 16 minutes early for my scheduled block. Shall I live dangerously and turn on Uber Eats and Grubhub that I have no restrictions on? Yes, let's do that. Uber Eats, we're online. Let's make sure the helmet is going. Connected. Alright. Then we are, gold on Dasher again. But should just take one delivery on Dasher. And we will be back. Start your scheduled dash. It's letting me start 15 minutes early. Come on. And it's giving me a warning that I spent 10 minutes at some drop-off. It's probably that senior citizen place yesterday. It was a little tricky to find and get to the third floor and all that. So if you get someplace and it takes you a little while to figure out the drop-off, they think you're stalling to get more Prop 22 money. Anyway, it's possible that you could be stalling to get more Prop 22 money. That could be your racket. So they warn you that you're doing it, and then you go, oh, wait a minute. And I guess if you're doing it a lot, then you'd have a problem. But it happens. Sometimes you get someplace, it's usually a place with multiple units, and you can't figure out which part of the parking lot to park in. You can't figure out which entrance to take to the building or buildings. You can't find the building. You walk around a lot. once you find the place, then you get inside. Maybe you got problems with access or elevators or whatever, and by the time you finally get down the hallway to somebody's door, you've been on their property for over 10 minutes. And then you look like some kind of somebody trying to cheat the system. Because the Prop 22 money only counts for the times that you are on a job. So, motorcycles. Alright, so we are passing the buttery. Let's get on this back screen. Microphone check. Looks good. Alright. And let's make sure we're going to get on Grubhub. Oh, we're on DoorDash and Uber Eats right now. And since DoorDash let me get on early, let's go ahead and pause Uber Eats for now. We're going to give DoorDash priority. It says I have reached gold level. It's all congratulatory about it. Ridiculous. And it's not giving me the countdown that I need one more, but I know it's true. Girl, you know it's true. Alright, so let's go find this one DoorDash offer, and we'll be platinum for the rest of the day, which will just be nice, but we're already scheduled for most of what we want to do anyway. I basically, on a winter day, if I get out from 11 to 2 and do the lunch rush proper, the way one should do the lunch rush, then it ought to be enough. It ought to be enough. My numbers dropped because of the month of December. There were 2 full weeks in the month of December that I maybe barely delivered anything. And that's just the way it is. Sometimes life does that. In fact, I'm sure if you've stumbled upon this channel, you may be having questions like, can I participate in the gig economy and be successful while also being a busy person, busy parent, and participating in your family? And, these are valid questions, because kind of to make any money at this and do a good job, you have to be a little obsessive about it from time to time. And obsessions are not generally good for the rest of your relationships. But I'm fairly confident that between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock today, I can get one DoorDash offer, regain my platinum status, feel good about myself, and then probably rack up a few more. And maybe tomorrow I have to do it all again, but I'll get out in front of it. I will get out ahead of it again. Unless there's another month where I gotta just basically do no deliveries for about half of it. I did a little bit of complaining yesterday about it, feeling like I was a hamster on the wheel, and I guess that metaphor must still be sort of working because it occurs to me again. But when your status is based on a 30-day rolling tally of your deliveries, it's hard not to imagine yourself on a wheel that you have to keep going, but as you're going, it's falling away behind you. Maybe there's a better metaphor. Maybe you should check out Metaphor TV. Maybe I should check out Metaphor TV. That sounds pretty cool. Maybe I should make Metaphor TV. Maybe I am making Metaphor TV. Maybe it's all a metaphor. Metaphor what, sucker? I don't know. We'll find out. Dave-TV. We've arrived in the downtown area. I see the DoorDash says 3 to 12 minutes estimated. I'm in their hot zone. So I'm going to take them at their word for it. And I'm going to put 12 minutes on my timer. 12 minutes from now, an alarm will go off. If in 12 minutes DoorDash hasn't given me an offer, then I will turn on other apps. All right, we're gonna stay in this hot zone for 10 more minutes as a DoorDash employee. We'll go straight. There was a motorcycle there. Where'd he go? Thank you. So my next little suspense teaser that I wonder is, during this last 3 minutes before 11 o'clock, can I get an order? The 10 o'clock hour is traditionally cold as ice, and I don't mean the temperature. You know that you are cold as ice. You're cold as ice to me. What's up? We got the fire department and the ambulance. A lot of new stuff being put up here on River. Which, if you were a believer in climate change, you might be a little nervous about big tall buildings on a street called River. I know I would be. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they say. Everything will be fine. Dave-TV! Alright. This subway right over here at the gas station, it says, is the heart of a hot zone. So, there's my guy carrying out. So, we'll go ahead and park it up. So, DoorDash, you got me over a barrel a little bit. But I was able to schedule the time that I wanted to work today, which is what I would call civilized. And so I scheduled, and I'm out here, and I can only do what I can do. I don't mind declining Uber Eats or Grubhub if they're not great offers. But other than that, DoorDash, it's on you to get me. That's cool. Keeping it real on Dave-TV. We are independent contractors. We make our own choices out here. So, if you're like me and you're like finding that you have some time and you're thinking maybe I could take that time and turn it into money, but you also don't want some boss or interview or job hunt or any of that kind of stuff, and you don't want, and you know that your life really doesn't let you be consistent with your schedule, same time, same place, then yeah, this might be exactly what you're looking for. And maybe I might have some information that helps you out. So thanks for joining. If you get a chance to hit the subscribe button, that'd be cool. I dig it the most. Alright, well, it doesn't make any sense to hang out at this subway. It's not even the hot spot anymore that's listed. So let's take the easy way out of this parking lot and go back downtown. I have some health goals I'm thinking about. I have a body that likes to carry extra weight, and I have hobbies that appreciate me being lighter weight, like riding small engine scooters across country. All right, we got the DoorDash offer. $6 for 0.9 miles from Mad Yolks right across the street. We are happy to accept that offer and get ourselves back into platinum for the morning. Let's go ahead and pause Grubhub and Uber Eats so that we can give this DoorDash our attention. $6. It's just going across the river and for the drop-off. All right, let's go in and get it. Morning. Lydia S. DoorDash order. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Four minutes. Beautiful day. We got some kind of little gromaroo coming in right now to use my motorcycle parking only. Check it out. Ripper! That thing looks fun. So, this will help get us off to a good start today. Get this one down. Watch our little platinum animation go up again. That'll be nice. Alright. On the porch, please. 121 with a kind of a screen door on it. You can find that. Ooh, your green drink is sloppy on toppy. Sorry about that. Should we give it a wipe? I guess we could. Nobody's paying attention right now. It may or may not be worth it to give it a wipe, but I have some wipies, so they're organic and sustainable and stuff, so it's not a gross thing. Yeah, see, pick that up. Now that's a 5-star delivery instead of a 4-star delivery. Alright, I'm glad I did that. Let's go. Beverage on there. Sticky stuff. Your order is at your door! Exclamation point. This gate was open. Okay. All right, 99. We're gonna see it. Okay, let's see if we get any animation here. Come on, that was 99. Now let's see what our ratings look like. Go to home screen. Ratings, platinum. Hey, platinum status. It's back. Deliveries in the last 30 days, 100. All right. Platinum status achieved. So, yeah. You are not meeting your goals if you're exceedingly stressed out about these things. So, maintaining composure, not working too hard, not overdoing it. Those are crucial elements towards happiness. So, some days are just slow. If this timer goes off and I still haven't got one in 20 seconds, then we'll go ahead and put the other apps up. We're pretty much, we'll be open season again. Last time DoorDash got me, but this is a slow way to go. All right. Okay, DoorDash, you got competition. All right. 10:05 Five Guys. It's going out to the beach. 10:05 for 3.1 miles. Yeah. Yep, we can do it. All right, DoorDash. You are now paused. And actually, yeah. This is going to encourage me to dirty stack on DoorDash. Well, it's a question. Now that I got an Uber Eats offer, I know where it is and where it's going. Does it make sense to put DoorDash back on? And see if I can get one to stack onto it. Because this Uber Eats is going to be pretty chill. If the DoorDash is going out the same way, it might be worth it. But if it's not and I gotta decline it, then suddenly it's not worth it. Alright, let's go across the street to Five Guys. They can make you wait a little bit sometimes, especially first thing in the morning. They're Cajun fries. Alright, we'll play it clean for now and not search for a dirty stack. I don't need bad juju. Not today, Satan. It might happen, but not like that. Hi. How are ya? All right. Probably got Nelson is the name.
2 more minutes.
Thank you. All right. I always want to do the fries when you get here. I don't blame them. They throw a buttload of fries in the bag. Definitely, if you like fries, order from Five Guys. They are the greasiest bags when you finally deliver them, because they've been leaching fries the whole time. Yeah. It requires discipline to not order food from a bunch of restaurants since you're out here at a bunch of restaurants smelling them and stuff. And it is discipline that I possess, but you have to, you know, reassert the discipline over and over and over again. And sometimes I'm slacking. I did pretty good on the Scooter Cannonball 2025. I worked hard for about 3 months before and managed to lose about 30 pounds. And by the end of the week of riding, I was at one of my lowest weights in a long time. But in the 5 to 6 months since I managed to put those 30 pounds back on, and doing food delivery is not conducive to having a real strict fitness regimen. Kind of like all the sunshine hours you got, you're out here doing food deliveries, and I'm not riding a bike, I'm riding a scooter. I did find that I could wake up on Scooter Cannonball, fill my coffee cup, get on my scooter, ride all day long, and then have dinner at the end of the day. And I was perfectly satisfied with that lifestyle. So that continues to be the goal, basically drink coffee all day and then just drink dinner at the end of the night. Kind of a form of intermittent fasting. I call it the Cannonball diet. And yeah, it worked before the Cannonball, but since the Cannonball has been over, I kind of am eating any time of the day I want and eating things I was not eating, like bread and stuff. And yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. DAB26 on this one. Verified green screen, thank you.
You got the code? Once you complete, it might ask you for the code.
I don't think so.
Oh, it doesn't ask you. Usually for Uber.
I did it at the beginning. Yeah. I did it at the beginning. Thank you for the help. You too. Maybe I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks, buddy. All right. So the question is, with 11-minute drive to Nelson, okay, it doesn't really have me going down Mission Street at all. So we will just do the order and not try to grab something on the way. Okay. Did I just text them that I'm on my way? Yes, I did. 11 minutes. Front Street. Alright, I got 2 more turns till I get to the destination. So I'm going to go ahead and resume my DoorDash. It says 2 to 9 minutes between offers. So we're going to go ahead and say 5, 10, 11 minus 2 is 9. Alright. Alright, we got that one on the timer. And Uber Eats might give me a offer right at the end. They like to do that, so we'll keep our eyes open for that. But otherwise, I'll go ahead and pause Uber Eats and give DoorDash another chance. This is Natural Bridges Park across from me, where the monarch butterflies come. It's the end of their migration. Well, not the end, migration is probably a big circle. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they come here and then they nest. And then after one nest, look at that. I gotta hopefully, I don't even want to set it on my bike seat because I don't like to have to wipe the oil off later. So I won't. But yeah, they know how to make fries the way you like to eat them. Cajun and fresh out of the grease. Take the photo. Close. Now I get the message. Your order is at your door. Thanks! Exclamation point. DoorDash is on. It's got me all to itself now. I just paused Uber Eats. What's my timer say? For 4 more minutes. Alright, let's get back to the Mission Street hot zone. Yeah, the monarch butterflies, they just load up those trees and people come from all over the world to walk these trails that take them to these eucalyptus trees where these butterflies just nest all over these eucalyptus trees. And these are butterflies that have been traveling across the country. I don't know the whole migratory pattern, but I know they end up here. And it's incredible that butterflies can do it. So, another metaphor here on Dave Dash TV, the monarch butterfly, being able to travel long distances, even in its lightweight and frail state. Yeah, baby. Alright, Uber Eats hooking me up with a $8.44 12-minute offer. This one's super easy, just out to the beach, 1.1 miles. We are taking it. So, that's how it is. Alright, I'm going to go off on Grubhub. And I'm going to think about DoorDash for a minute. Alright, so Uber Eats, I got just around the corners where the restaurant is. It's Betty Noodles. They can be very easy to work with, and then it's only a mile away after that. So why don't we take a risk and see if I get a DoorDash offer while I'm staying online. Alright, Satan. We're gonna tempt our luck here. I got Grubhub off. I've got an Uber Eats offer. I know where it's going. And yeah, it's so easy. So let's see if we can make it work. We might not get a DoorDash offer, but if we do, and it's doable, maybe we'll snatch it up. But I think I can duck into the Betty Noodle parking lot right on the left here. I'm gonna cut through some cones. And go right up here on the sidewalk. All right. Arrived at Betty Noodles. Hey, Eli. Yeah, beautiful. Appreciate it. And I'm not gonna let him know I'm coming because it's a gift. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna let him know I'm coming because there's a chance I might go and grab something else. All right, now this has two like kind of cup-shaped things. And I'd love to stick them in cup holders, but there's a bag. So I'm gonna pull one of my sets of cup holders and drop it in there. All right, DoorDash is doubling this up with a Firefly coffee for a little extra money. All right, so I just got the Firefly coffee that I accepted because it is right around the corner. And I might even be able to get in there on the way to this Uber Eats. Let's try. So, yeah, this next pickup Firefly is directly on our route. And it's going to be a pull right in, grab that, and then will be the question mark. Do we go to the Uber Eats that we just picked up, or do we go to the Firefly first? Probably this Uber Eats because it's so close. It's less than a mile. So we'll probably drop that off. Let's see where the DoorDash is going once I pick it up. It is going to Seabright. Interesting. So it's going around that way. The other one I think is going out that way. So there. Yeah, they're going different ways, but this Uber Eats one is so close. We'll just do it first. Good, we got a plan for dealing with this dirty stack. Get thee behind me, Satan. This is Firefly. Oops. Make you wait here. Hey, do you have Chandra's order? Latte and a bagel.
Sweetheart.
Perfect, thank you. That's just the bagel. Bagels can bounce. All right, Addison. On our way. Front Street right up here. Not that. All right, here we go. Tea, utils. Your order is at your door. Thanks! Exclamation point. Boom. All right. We're offline with Uber Eats now. And we got DoorDash to drive. The sea is bright indeed. All right, Chandra. Nice order for you. Latte still hot. Boom. All right. That one went great, thanks. Managed to squeeze it in on top of an Uber Eats. All right, so DoorDash, you are up. Everybody else is down right now. 3 to 12 minutes. We'll give it 12. We're nice like that. Very generosity. 12 minutes. 5, 10, 11, 12. It'll be 12:37 in 12 minutes. Can we get a DoorDash offer? All right, so we're in the Seabright area. I think we'll go ahead and continue into the end of it. Maybe I'll swing around one of the prettier views. All right, let's check it out. Let's go DoorDash. You're on the timer. You're on the clock. You're on the clock. I'm on the clock. We're on the clock on Dave Dash TV. All right, I rolled out of the hot zone for a second to do this little quick loop for views. Seabright, they call this neighborhood. Let's see if we can see why. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Good name. Seabright. Seabright. A little 12:30 at the beachy. Time. I need to work on my thumbnail game, that's for sure. Seabright. Anyway, let's let you look at the OCN. So the amazing Monterey Bay, which I'm such a big fan of. Straight across that way is Carmel. And it cruises around. Way in the distance there, there's a couple of smokestacks behind that's Fort Ord, where the power plant is. We got a lighthouse right here. That's for the harbor. Lighthouse for the yacht harbor. And then over there is another lighthouse way in the distance. And then you got the boardwalk over here. And yeah, it's a pretty nice spot here. Well, let's get back on the road. All right, 90 more seconds of DoorDash priority. And then we're open market again. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Uber Eats. We're back online. Grubhub, we're back online. Okay, DoorDash. Don't say I didn't try to give you priority. I even left you on for the potential of double stacking. Where are you at? Okay, Grubhub, 2 miles, 8:47. Which Mad Yolks? Mad Yolks, that's close. That's good to know. And where is it going? Where is it going? Oh, did I just accept it? I just accepted it. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. The map says offer is going to Fairmont Avenue, which is over by my house. Okay. So, let's definitely turn off Uber Eats because we're not trying to live that life. And we'll take our chances with DoorDash. So that's what we're out here for. And it gives us a chance to kind of mess around with thinking about dirty stacking, even if we're not going to do a bunch of it. That's cool. All right, Mad Yokes, dead ahead. Let's get in there and do this pickup. Nope. Alright, right now we're paused on everything. Like we're not gonna get another order because we're doing this Grub Hub. What if it's an easy pickup? Let's see about our stacking potential. Hey, bud. All right, picking up for Kathy D. You bet. Thanks, pal. You too. 1 minute away from this drop, so I'm going to go ahead and reactivate my DoorDash. Resume my dash because I'm 1 minute away from the drop off. So even if I get an offer from here, I'll go finish the drop and then turn around and do the offer. And I won't be any later than any of these guys in cars would be. Like, there's the order. Okay, so $9 for 4 miles. It's up ahead at MG Sushi. So I can go do my drop off and then I'll scoot right around. Won't be anything but a thing. Go ahead and accept that offer. All right, so we're driving away from the DoorDash order right now, but just off to the left a little bit. Dirty overlap. Wouldn't call it a stack.
Destination is on your right. Arrived.
Take a photo. Let's go pick up this DoorDash. Booyah! See, this is more fun than sitting around with big gaps in between. I just hit arrived at store. That'll do something on their little app right there, but I'm close enough to hit it, so I hit it. And here we go. John G getting some sushi. Hey. Got here on time. Woohoo. Pick up by 12:53. It's not here. Order still being prepared when I arrived. All right. Yeah, here we go. John G. Confirmed. Verify. Super Dynamite. Confirmed. Thank you, sir. All right, John. Be there soon. How soon? 8 minutes. A little over, almost 4 miles. Okay. Freeway speed. We've got the low windscreen. We've got the helmet closed. Let's see if we get a good shot here. See what kind of speed we can achieve between here and Bay. Let's get my speedometer app going here. Wow. 6, 7. Let's go. Full throttle. Downhill. All right, hand to customer. Hey.
How are you?
Great. For you?
John. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. That's all it takes. I like that one. That one gets a thumbs up. All right, so 7 to 17 minutes of waiting time. Oof. All right, so up until now on Dave Dash TV, we've been giving DoorDash. Hold on a sec.
This customer named Sam.
Is it not right? Good question. Well, I don't have another one. So, crispy California and the lion skin roll. Okay, so let me see if we decline this offer. And this was DoorDash. What was the name of this restaurant?
It was MG.
Yeah, MG Sushi. Okay, it was the only thing they were working on when I walked in there. They just handed it right to me. Okay, so probably what I could do is just swing it back over there, sure, if you can be patient.
Yeah.
All right, because all right, that's what I'll do. And let me give them a call on my way, and I'll tell them what I'm doing.
Sure. Thank you very much.
No problem. We'll get it. Give me 20 minutes or so. Darn it. That's what I get. Good job catching it, though. Hi, how you doing? My name is Dave. I'm a DoorDash driver. I just picked up a bag of food and I brought it to the location, but it's got somebody else's name on it. So I think I got somebody else's order. Yep, I got the one that says Sam on it, and I think I don't even know what the name is anymore that I was supposed to have. Yeah. I got Sam's. Yep. That's what I said. I have a bag that says Sam on it. And I'm not supposed to have a bag that says Sam on it. So, what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll come back to MG Sushi right now with this bag, okay? You got it. And you'll give me the other bag, right? John, yes. Supposed to have John. Well, it was only, well, okay, I guess it's my fault. I suppose it's my fault. But, nope. Nobody talk to me. I'm coming. All right. Luckily, it's close. John, I'll be able to find that spot. Shoot. All right. So now we are pure schlepping. I didn't confirm the order right. You guys handed me an order without a single word. Let's get some green lights. My Uber Eats is timing out. Yeah, I'm in a time waste loop now because I've screwed up. The sushi guys think it's my fault that I didn't confirm well enough, and I guess they're right. My old man eyes didn't feel like reading all the stuff on the bag, I guess. I just saw 2 items and said, okay, you guys know what you're doing. There's nobody else in this restaurant. Only one order you're working on. So now we get to have a cool interaction with the sushi guys. We'll keep it simple. They want it to be my fault. I'll let it be my fault. To the degree it is my fault, that's fine. But I got back here in like 4 minutes, so it's not going to be that far off for anybody. And my customer is going to be okay. See how this goes. Boom. Hi, how are you? Oh, cool. Perfect timing. This one got a little... Yeah, I see it. Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Miso soup. Super dynamite. Thank you for your education and your understanding. There wasn't a lot of communication that happened here. I stand here in an empty restaurant. You guys hand me a bag, and I walked out. All right, I know where it's going, so I'm gonna take it there. Thank you. We're back. Groundhog Day. In many ways, more ways than one. Groundhog Day, I woke up and I was gold again and had to make it back to platinum. And now Groundhog Day in that I'm going to the same place I just delivered with a different bag of food. This one is the right one. And we'll go ahead and close this one off. Hopefully get a fist bump from our guy in appreciation. And he'll enjoy his lunch that he actually ordered. And maybe, just maybe, it was 1:08 when I made the phone call to report that I had screwed up. And it's, let's see, what is it? 1:25 right now. So, 25, let's say 17 minutes ago, I was here. 17 minutes ago. I'm sure the guy's not tracking me anymore like it was, but tell me your last initial is G.
Awesome.
John, somebody else.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sorry about that. Extra 20-minute wait. That's on me. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, bud. All right. That was a little bit of tension. But not too bad. Luckily, I know my way around enough that I could get back to the sushi place and back here to the drop-off without the help of the instructions that I lost after I pushed delivered back there the first time. Good job by that dude, actually. That dude's a hero. $7. Picking up from Safeway. I can accept that. Where is this Safeway? Good. Picking up one item from Safeway. That means I'm not shopping. I can dig it. It's DoorDash. Right, well, we got one more anyway. Let's see, where's this thing going? Right around the corner, like staying right here. Alright, I'll just keep everything else on. Let's see if it wants me to stack something up real quick. All right, thanks. And then, okay, so how does all this stuff fit on a scooter? Well, we expand our capacity here because I have a bag inside of a bag. So if I take one of the bags out, now I have a whole open space, plus the backpack in the back. So this one has the bread sticking out the top. A little tricky. Put that one in the backpack. Maybe not even close the top. Barely close the top on one side. Delicate to the sourdough. Alright, 2 bags in there. 1 bag in here. And I don't even have to put anything in the step through. Oh, okay, knock your scooter over. Alright, so happy face scootering. Alright, I got that Safeway dropped. Return to dash. Let's see, home screen ratings. I'm up to 103 now. Two trips on Uber Eats, 1 on Groundhog, 4 on DoorDash. Doing 7 trips in 3 hours is not great. It's not terrible, but you'd like to do more. Most of the trips were all pretty short too. They were just a lot of waiting. And I really don't like waiting. I'd rather be busy than bored on Dave Dash TV. It's probably going to be 103 is where we're going to be today. And that means we're back in Platinum. We could get lucky, and 30 days ago we didn't do any deliveries and nothing drops off, and we start the day at 103 tomorrow. That would be good. Maybe we can have a good day on DoorDash. If that's what happens. If I start the day at Platinum, no matter how low it is, I think I'll just multi-app from the start with no prioritization of timers and stuff to give DoorDash extra opportunities. That is gonna probably be my technique. And we'll let the chips fall where they may. This was not an episode about double stacking, but there was some overlapping stacks. Not every episode am I gonna screw up like I did screwing up. I wonder if the guys at MG Sushi are ever gonna forgive me. We'll see. I'll go in there next time. They'll remember me because I'm the only guy doing this on a motorcycle. But they'll remember me the next time I go in. And I'll be the guy triple checking and stuff to make sure the name on the bag is the same as the name on the order. It's actually not that hard. I shouldn't have screwed it up. So, I thanked the guy for the education. Because he probably has to educate people pretty regularly. A lot of these DoorDashers come in and they just kind of hold up their phone and wave it at you. And they don't have a lot of ability to troubleshoot maybe if stuff goes wrong. So I guess I was glad it was me that screwed up. Because I was able to go, oh, no problem, let me take care of this, and make a phone call, and let everybody know what was happening, and as quickly as possible with no complaints from the customer. Well, we started about 15 minutes early when DoorDash let my gold status self start my scheduled dash, and we made it to the end of that scheduled dash, and it's time for me to call it a lunch rush. Transition into getting ready to pick up my kid from school. One of my kids from school today. And to sum it up, it was Groundhog Day all over again. We woke up, we'd lost our platinum status. We were able to schedule, thankfully. I kind of think I scheduled it about 2 o'clock in the morning last night. And that is potentially going to need to be a pattern. But we were able to schedule, and I was able to start a little early. We prioritized DoorDash today with our time. And that probably kept us from getting as many orders as we could have, but we ended up doing 7 total orders, 4 on DoorDash, 2 on Uber Eats, 1 on Grubhub. There were a couple little overlaps. Nothing you'd call a true dirty stack. I screwed up at the end and picked up the wrong order, or was handed the wrong order at the sushi restaurant anyway. Had to scramble. Everybody was happy. That was kind of good. I got right back in time for when the DoorDash driver was showing up to pick up the one that I took away. So that was kind of cool. There wasn't some DoorDasher waiting for me with a look on their face. It was me showing up to hand them the order. They probably thought that was interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for this episode of Dave Dash TV, Groundhog Day. Hopefully tomorrow we'll wake up and we'll still have 103 deliveries. Maybe more if I go out tonight. It'll still be platinum. We'll take it from there. Learning every day a little bit more as we begin our journey into trying to pursue happiness in the gig economy. As a person in your maybe post-real career life, can you have fun riding your scooter all day? Make a little money? So far, so good. I could have made more money than I did today, but I played the game. And I didn't lose. On Dave Dash TV. Thanks again. If you've made it with me this long, please consider subscribing to the channel. And like the video. If you liked the video, that's cool. Especially if it had anything to help you out on the beginning of your journey here in the gig economy. Thanks again. Catch you next time on Dave Dash TV.